me. I know I don't have anyone on yet. We'll try to wait for everyone to get on. Open my Olipop. You guys tried this yet? This Olipop soda? Man, this stuff is good. I love the cherry vanilla flavor. All right. So my husband just got home from work, and my daughter is playing a video game as per usual next door. Hi, Karen. It's good to see you, honey. Love ya. Thank you for the crown and the heart. Okay, so I have the spirit box turned on here. The spirit box is right next to us. Hi, spirits. Hello, Susie Q. So we got Karen on and we got Susie Q on. Spirits, you want to say hi to Susie Q and Karen? And we're just going to be doing a spirit box session. I have Kirsty's book out. I have some of my true crime cards. I'm going to try to get a personality trait of the would-be kidnapper. These cards can give a personality trait of the kidnapper. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to do our prayer. Everybody, spirits, is it okay if we pray for protection? Yes, let's pray. All right. Hi, spirits. Is Walter here? Is Walter here yet? All right. So in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father, Lord God, in the universe, I ask you, Lord God, to please protect our circle. I ask that only high vibrational spirits are only welcome into our circle. Spirits that only mean to do only good and no harm. I ask you, Heavenly Father, to protect my viewers at home and put a protection of circle around them and their home and their families. I ask you, Lord God, to put a protection of circle around my home and my family, my animals, my children, my husband, and myself. I ask you to protect the whole home, the windows, the roof, the ceiling, everything, that only good vibrational spirits are welcome in to come through, and that everyone is protected. I ask this in your name, Lord God. Amen. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. All right. So, thank you. Spirits, we were hoping to speak to Nancy Guthrie. Could you please tell me if Nancy Guthrie is present tonight? I think they said she's here. Is Nancy Guthrie here? Hi, Jeffrey. It's good to see you. So let's just remember, guys, we're going to focus on Nancy tonight. Thank you for the crown. Thank you so much. We're going to focus on Nancy Guthrie's energy. I think I heard a hi. Hi, spirits. I heard a hi. All right, so we're focusing on Nancy Guthrie. We're trying to find out what happened to her. Is Nancy present with us? I am live. The last spirit box session that I did, the spirit said, I am present and I will be present if you go live. So I'm live. Please remember, a spirit box cannot be considered... There's Walter. Hi, Walter. A spirit box cannot be considered factual evidence. It is important for you to do your own research about the paranormal community. A spirit box cannot be used in a court of law, and this is for paranormal research only. It's important that, it's really up to you guys. I believe in my spirits, okay? I personally believe in them 100%. You guys don't have to. It's up for you to be adults. Remember, I only choose for adults to come through. I choose 18 and older, and it's up to you to decide exactly what it is that you're hearing over a spirit box, okay? Nancy, if you are present, could you please tell me who kidnapped you? Who took you out of your home, honey? Can you tell us who took you out of your home that night in Arizona? Could you give me a name? Could you give me a name, Nancy? Can I get a name? Okay, so for these cards, okay, what's important to remember is that, here, I'll pull this back while we're pulling cards so we can see. It's important to remember that we're looking at the shadow attributes, okay? The shadow side. So, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Does that card sound right, spirits? All right, so this is just trying to figure out the personality type of the would-be kidnapper. Please tell me about Nancy's would-be kidnapper. I know sometimes you guys get mad if you can't see me shuffle, but here, you can see me shuffling back here. Please tell me the attributes and the personality traits of Nancy's would-be kidnapper. So we're looking at the shadow side. Hoarding money and emotions. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So, hi, I believe this was financially, was this financially motivated, spirits? Nancy's kidnapping? Well, that card went flying. Voyeurism, falsifying information. So there might be some fake, you know, falsifying information, some fake ransom notes, some fake people asking for money, right? Like some fakeness might be. Yes, thank you, Susie Q. Let's all try to focus on Nancy so we can bring her forward, okay? Trying to bring her forward. Nancy, if you are in the spirit world, can you please let us know if you are in the spirit world or not? Tell me about the kidnapper's personality traits. Tell me about the kidnapper, please. Tell me about the kidnapper personality trait. I think I just heard I'm here. Did you guys hear that? Nancy, if this is you, again, I have no way of proving if this is you or not. I believe that it might be her. So we might be dealing with someone who's really sick, okay? This is a person who may have abused animals in the past, may have abused other people in the past, and they may have been harmful to people in their environment. That's kind of scary to think of her with someone like that. It's actually scaring me that she would have someone take her like that. Shot. We also got detective here, so hopefully detective will. You hear that voice right there? I think that voice sounds like Nancy. When I've heard her voice, it kind of does sound like her. Spirits, can you tell us who took Nancy? Does she know the person's name that took her? Cruz. Is that their last name? Can you give me their first name? Can you tell me what culture they are? Nationality. Now, I'm not doing this to sound racist. I just trying to profile what they might look like. Are they white? Are they Black? Are they Hispanic? Are they Chinese? Are they Indian? Are they Pakistani? I mean, I've heard so many different reports. Can you tell me what race is the person who kidnapped her? And I'm not doing this to sound racist. I'm just trying to get an idea of what we should be, if they're wearing a red shirt or a blue shirt. It's kind of the same thing, right? Spirit, what nationality are they? You said Cruz. You said, is that their last name, Cruz? Spirits. Let me see. Sometimes I just have to refresh it. It sounds so silent all of a sudden. Spirits. You guys scare me because I thought you guys go away. Can we get a first name, please? What is his first name? Are we dealing with a male? Are we dealing with a male, Walter? Did a male? Okay, I got Virgo, which Virgo was on the DC at one point. No, Taurus was on the DC. I'm sorry. But Virgo is in the 10th house of this chart. So it makes me wonder if law enforcement is leaning more towards, I have the South Node here in Virgo. South Node. And Virgo on the MC. So Virgo is your everyday routines. It's your health, how you are of service to others. And it makes me wonder if law enforcement thinks that it's someone that she may have known, someone that might have been part of her everyday routines, someone who, this is what law enforcement might be thinking, okay? Someone who may have been of service to her, who may have helped her in some way, maybe worked on her home or been in her home, or someone that she may know. Gemini on the DC gives me neighbors, people in the neighboring town, people that you know, okay, are in the community, people in the local community.
Entrenched.
Are you in a trench? Spirit, did you just say you're in a trench or in trench? Hey, Sweetly. Sweetly's here. Hi, everyone. Okay, let me, I'm gonna map out Juno. Let's see. So if you guys want to learn how to do astrology mapping, I really suggest that you get Kirsty McIntosh's book. She gives us a whole section in here, and she teaches you how to do the maps, okay? She even teaches you how to download scribble maps and everything that you would need. So let's just look at the body part this is the chart at 2:28 a.m. when they're breaking into the home, okay? This is when she becomes pretty much disconnected from her, when she's disconnected from her pacemaker. So 1 degree of Sag. Yes, can you please describe a description of who took you, Nancy? If that's you, Nancy. Can you tell me who kidnapped you? Do you know their name? Remember the last spirit box session we did, it said concussion. So I'm wondering if she is still, there might just be some confusion around Well, I know there's confusion around the end of the matter because we have Pisces here. So Pisces at the end of the matter, and this asteroid right here, conjunct her north node, is her being taken and hidden under something or hidden. She could be near water. She could have been hidden somewhere under something. And this asteroid right here at the 8th degree rules elderly abuse. That asteroid right there. Okay. So, and this asteroid, there's what the other asteroid I have, it means that you're like abandoned and abused. Like you're left and you're not given aid. Paca? Sounds like she said Paca or Paco. Did she say Paco? Is that his first name? Thank you, Blue-Eyed Mama. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your support and being here. Did you guys just hear her say Paco or Paca? Is Paco a location or is Paco a person? Spirits. 1 degrees of Sag. All right, so this part of the book rules body parts. So if we are at 1 degree of Sag, her pelvic bone, and the planet that rules her, because it's in Sag, where's your pelvic bone? Is that like your groin? Your pelvic bone, right? Your pelvic bone. Hold on, where's your pelvic bone? See, there's a part of me, and I only have spoken about this to a few people, but there's a part of me that thinks that that it may have been a little bit more sinister than just a kidnapping. I really hope when I look at the astrology, I see a lot of power and abuse, okay? Like control, power, and that somebody is not emotionally well and somebody who might be under the influence, and someone who I don't want to say I don't want to say it, but I'm hoping that she was not assaulted in another way. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't scream it, but what it does scream is like power and control. So this says this is a pelvic bone. Is the pelvic bone your hip? So the pelvic bone is the hip. So the astrology could be letting us know that she's having issues with her pelvic bones. Because that degree is ruling the victim. And that the victim just went through something. Where is the pelvic bone? Parts of pelvic. Okay, that's the pubic bone. Okay, so let's look up her. So I guess it's kind of in her hip area, her pelvic bone. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that pelvic bone area. And then she's at 17 degrees of Cancer. So let's look up 7 degrees of Cancer.
Listen back.
17 degrees of Cancer. Opening of the pancreas. So she could have sustained injuries like this Cancer also rules the breasts, the stomach, and it's opposing, the moon here is opposing Pluto and Mars, which just makes me feel like she may have been attacked in the car or while she was traveling. And to me, with this moon, it might be someone who's a little emotionally not well. Cancer is her home, but it also is her family, and that she's a mother. So the victim is showing up as a mother that's at home, and I think she's getting this like over the top. I have a feeling that, you know, because I always say, oh, with Jupiter, it could be 50-50. Either it's that the victim gets the most of the abuse, or that the victim gets lucky, because Jupiter is very lucky. But with this moon opposed Pluto and Mars like that, I just don't have a good feeling about it. And, you know, with this is her everyday routines, getting some shocking, unexpected event happening in her everyday routine. And it's there. I thought I lost you. That was crazy. Spirits, what happened? It's like they came over and touched the phone. Are you guys there? Thank you so much, Susie Q. I got more memberships. Thank you. I'm so happy that you guys are members. Hi, Midnight Baking. It's good to see you. Hey, little Sharon. Spirit said, hey. Thank you so much. That was so weird. It was like they pushed a button and the whole thing went out. All right, so let's look at the map. Spirits, we're going to look at the map, okay? Can you please, Spirits, can you please help us find Nancy when we pull up the map? Okay. Thank you, Spirits. Yes, can you help us? We're trying to find her. Spirits, what happened to her? What happened to her?
Outside.
She's outside? She's outside? Yes? Where is she? Outside where? Is she exposed to the elements? Juan. By Juan? Hi, Jesse. It's good to see you. I'm so glad Sweetly got a membership. Thank you so much, Susie Q. All right, so I am mapping out the time that she is. I'm doing this map. So I'm mapping out when she gets when she is disconnected from her pacemaker. Okay. I know a lot of us other astrologers have mapped different times. This is just the map that I'm drawn to. Everyone has their own way of doing things. And I respect all astrologers, okay? I have a lot of respect for all of my astrologer friends, and all of us have our own way of doing things, and I'm just mapping out this timestamp. I feel like the same. I feel the same. When I looked at the 911 call, I feel like it's just too late. That the deed has already been done, and you know that the person has moved on and moved out, or has traveled away from the crime scene. So I'm not sure why it didn't save all my little things. Okay. Spirits.
My friend.
Her friend? What's her friend's name, Spirits? What does that mean, Spirits? Does she know the person who kidnapped her? Does Nancy know the person who kidnapped her?
In the teeth?
She punched him in the teeth?
Girls in the field.
A girl was in the building. What's the name of that girl? What's the name of the girl that was in the building? Is there a male and female involved in this crime? Do we have two males or a male and a female? I definitely have more than one person involved on an astrological level. Who is it? Hi, long live King Cobra. It's good to see you. No, I don't.
I really do.
I'm sorry. Long live King Cobra. I'm just trying to... That's not my job. Long live King Cobra. That's not my job, sweetheart. My job is to talk about the astrology. It's law enforcement's job to solve the case. I was hoping we might solve it tonight too, but I don't think that's my place. It's not really any YouTuber's place to solve the case, personally. I think it's none of our... That's not our job to solve it. Our job is to talk about the astrology, brainstorm, and do the mapping, and come up with, the most plausible idea of where she could be or where we should be searching. Okay? Does that make sense? Solving this case is not my job. My job is to show you the mapping, how amazing astrology is, and to hopefully that we can bring spirits forward that want to help and help find her, Why is that happening? All of a sudden this weird thing is happening. All right, so I swear my computer is acting so weird tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. So Mercury retrograde is going to be, I think, Wednesday. I think it's either Wednesday or Thursday. I think it starts on the 26th. So just be ready for it. But it's going to be a good one, this retrograde. It's not going to be too bad, but it does make electronics act funny. So... all right.
Yeah. Number 2.
Yeah, I know Donald Trump keeps talking about this case, which is weird. God, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Law enforcement is not letting people search. I have mixed feelings about that. Evidently, out of the 16 gloves that they found, a lot of those gloves were dropped because of searchers. And I think what's happening is that law enforcement is just getting annoyed with all the YouTubers and all the attention that the case is getting. And I feel they should let people search, but they should be, they should register and be respectful of the area and not be dropping gloves, because now they're testing all these gloves, So, yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. Do I trust law enforcement? I'm really torn on that too. I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust law enforcement. I think it's all a little shady right now, especially with all this Epstein stuff we got going on. I don't trust it. Spirits, was Nancy kidnapped because of the Epstein files? Was Nancy kidnapped because of the Epstein files? Or is this something more personal? Spirits. Why was Nancy kidnapped? We're being quiet tonight. Okay. Spirits, if you could tell us why she was kidnapped, I really would appreciate it. Or do I need to refresh? I might need to refresh. Here's what I'm using, guys. I'm just using Vox. It's called Vox Ghost Tube. I like this app because it doesn't have like all the bells and whistles. You know what I mean? Let me refresh it. Spirits, can you hear me? I use this amp because it takes away all that white noise that comes out of it, you know? It's like a little mini guitar amp that I'm using. I don't know. They're not talking. Spirits, can you hear me? Hey, Tease Louise. So good to see you. Thank you for being here, honey. Okay. So what I thought was kind of weird, so I use the mile markers. I use a couple of the planets as mile markers. I use, I use yards. I use acres. I use feet, and I use miles. And out here on one of the mile markers, we have that guy Luke. The Luke and his I believe they arrested his girlfriend, I believe. Luke Daly. And I do have his asteroid in the Astro data bank. It shows up as Luke Daly. Now, I'm not doxing him. This is for public. His address is there for public information. But look what line. Look at, do you see the planet? He's a scoundrel? Luke Daly. Spirits. What? Did you just say he's a scoundrel? Did you hear that? It sounded like they said he's a scoundrel. Now, Luke Daly, he is considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But look at that. Guess what line this is? This is the line of Pluto. Going through mile markers.
Rice pudding.
Rice pudding? It's not like they said. So it's the line of Pluto. It goes right through his damn house. Okay? Through his backyard. And I find that very suspicious, guys. Okay? One, Pluto is a planet of control. Pluto is a planet of, it could be powerful men, like a secret group of powerful men underground that are secret. Pluto rules secrets, things that are hidden. Pluto rules your sex organs. He rules your penis. He rules your your sex organs, okay? He rules power, jealousy, revenge. He also rules other people's money, inheritance, and taxes. So that's not good that he's listed as a suspect. He's lawyered up, and the planet of Pluto goes right through his damn freaking house. That's kind of creepy. Okay, so I just wanted to show that to you because that's kind of creepy. Some of the mile markers are mapping out this highway right through here, which I find interesting. You can see the highway, this main road. Spirits, is Luke involved in her case?
So
Yeah, daily.
The other public.
The other what?
More.
There's more? Now we have a huge stellium with all the planets. So really this whole section here is covered in planets. I didn't do them all because there's just too many, and they're so, the stellium is so tight. It's just too much. So these little wedges in here are all important. But there's this stellium down here. You can see it. Do you see how all this is just all together? That's what I was trying to map out, but it's just too tight. You see how tight all that is? But that section down here is basically everything up here. All through here. This whole wedge area. So I find that interesting that when her pacemaker disconnects, this is that map. And it does go to his house. Spirits, is Luke involved? Yes or no?
Is involved.
Does he have a friend that's involved? Does he know someone involved? This is law enforcement down here that I have mapped out. This was the other house that they raided. This was an address connected to the neighbor of the brothers. Now, I don't know if they're involved or not. I just have them kind of mapped out here. It could be people that they know. It's connected to the MC line. Spirits, can you please give us a location? Is she on any of these lines here? The ransom note goes out here. And Arch Nemesis goes out here. Arch Nemesis and the ransom note are out in these mountains out here. You know, I don't think that they would have taken Nancy to Mexico. That's just my own personal opinion. I don't think that they would have taken her across the border, personally. Yeah, it sounds like they're saying he is. So spirits also mentioned the word gold. And I did get this area here. It says gold. And I do have some lines going through it. Excuse me, I'm drinking soda. So this is called Gold Canyon. And I do have a line going through it. So I was kind of suspicious about it. And that's part of her DNA asteroid. And let's see. Hi spirits. Hey. And it's part of Saturn. And Saturn rules old people. The Sun City here. That kind of, you know, because she went missing on a Sunday. Sunday is ruled by the sun. So, you know, little things like that I just want to kind of look at. And this is Saturn. And Saturn does rule elderly people. And it rules, you know, it rules a body. So does Pluto. Pluto rules the death and transformation. So and I was curious if I have her asteroid, an asteroid named Nancy, that goes out to here. And I was curious if she knew any of these neighbors that lived nearby here. Here's Sunrise Drive. These all things are connected with the sun. Again, she went missing on a Sunday, you know. And this asteroid is named Nancy, right here, this line. And see if it goes through any houses in behind her neighborhood. Spirits, can you give us the name of a location, please? They're being so quiet tonight. So we have like this neighbor's house here, this neighbor's house here, the corner of this neighbor's house. I don't know if you guys can see. See how her asteroid goes right through here? I find that interesting too. Through here, this house here. Now, I'm not accusing anyone. There could be some evidence in this area here. Here. You know, where did they park? How did they walk up to her front door on camera like that? Where did they park? Where did they come from? So they could have come from this direction here. They could have come in from the side. This house here, you know. Again, I'm not accusing any. Now they're talking. What did you say, spirits? Is it in one of those houses? Is it a neighbor? Is it a neighbor?
And jumped.
Hey, brokenhearted. You think the front probably? Are the neighbors involved? Are the neighbors involved? That sounds like a yeah. It's good to see you, brokenhearted. I've missed you. I haven't seen you for a while. Glad you came in to join us. I hope you're doing good. Whoa. What just happened? I've never seen it do that. Did you guys see the light turn on by itself? I'm just sitting here holding my phone and it just did that. What the hell? I didn't bring up my my REM pod, the thing that goes beep. I didn't bring that up because I have my laptop out and the spirit box out at the same time like that. And I'm just doing it up here where I have just this little desk. I didn't want to give like a false positive reading. Do you know what I mean? Like you see everyone come up to their cell phone and the box starts going off. It's like beep, 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 beep. It's reading your cell phone energy. You gotta, the REM pod has to be like a good foot away from your computer, your laptop, your cell phone, and the spirit box. And when I'm all like smushed together like this, I can't bring it up here. So that's why I don't have my REM pod up here. And I didn't bring up the measurement thing, the other thing that I have. Yeah, the EMF. She's trying to tell me, the ghost. Yeah, I didn't bring up the EMF because it gives off a false positive reading when I'm this smushed together. I hope you guys understand. Yeah, did you hear Jason? I heard that too. Spirit, is a neighbor involved? Is there a neighbor involved? Can you give me the neighbor's name? Please? Trish? Trish. Is that a female? All right, so we got a name. So let's just see. I mean, these are all areas that they could search because this is when she's disconnected from her pacemaker. This time frame here. This is 2:38 a.m. This is the measurements of the planets at this point in time. So I am interested in these areas to be searched thoroughly. Spirits, can you tell me which house does Trish live in? Do you know her address? Do you know which street she lives on, Spirits? Which street does she live on, Spirits? you say 8? You said 8 something?
Knife.
A knife? Did they use a knife on Nancy?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm sorry. I hope that's not true, but I kind of feel like Nancy's didn't make it. I mean, that's just my own personal opinion. I could be wrong, but the way that the spirits are talking and the way I look at the astrology, it's just very dark. Walter, why would somebody hurt Nancy? Why would somebody want to hurt her? We do the dark mirrors cards. Why would somebody want to hurt Nancy? Spirits, why would somebody want to hurt her? Give me a card to represent Nancy. Give me a card to represent Nancy. Give me a card to represent Nancy, please. Give me a card to represent what happened to Nancy. What happened to Nancy? Triumph of lies. It's not good because it's like a... Did you say daily? Where does he live? Where does he work? Where does Trish live? Where does...
Roll.
Triumph of lies.
Rich.
Number 1.
Ganz vorne.
I'm going to try to look up Triumph of Lies, the meaning of it. Did you guys just say on a ridge? Bridge or ridge?
Police.
Police? Do the police have the suspect?
List.
Do the police know who they are? Or the police are completely clueless?
Autor.
It does.
So police knows who they are? Does police have the suspects on their radar? Seems like it. So police might actually know who they are that took Nancy. They said it seems like it.
Lattice.
Lattice. Lattice? Or Lattice?
But on a week.
What does that mean, spirits? Cut off. Cut off from what? Cut off from where? Is law enforcement going to take them into custody? Is there going to be an arrest made in Nancy's case? Is there going to be an arrest made? Will her case be solved? When will her case be solved, spirits? I'm going to do a pull card, spirits, for a location. Say that again. All right. Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened to Nancy. Tell me what happened to Nancy. So there are people who's lying. Who is lying, spirits? Who is lying? Who's lying? Who's lying? It says it's the land is, when I asked for a location, it says that the land is scorched. Blazing sun, arid deserts, searching heat, or parched earth. So there is a lot of deserts where she's at. Where is Nancy at right now, spirits? Where is her physical body, or where is she right now, spirits? I got workspace. Is there like a place they work out in the desert? Sorry, that's my dog behind me. She's snoring, making all kinds of noises. Spirits, where is Nancy located right now? Spirits. Is that what you heard in about a week? Give me a location of where Nancy is. I feel like she's out in the desert. But that's all that Arizona is. Like, the earth is just, like, dry everywhere. There's sand everywhere. Earlier they were saying sand, dirt. Where is Nancy located? Where is she located? Is she in the desert? Is she in sand? Is she in dirt? Is she in water? Is she hidden in a house? Where's Nancy? I got crossroads. So I got a triumph of lies, scorched earth, desert, parched land, crossroads, near a workspace. Do these people work in the area that took Nancy, spirits? Do these people work in the area that took Nancy? Are they locals? Are they local people? Are they local, spirits? I think that's a yeah. So they're from the area. Are they from her neighborhood or a neighboring town? Can you give me the name of the street that she's located at? This says Desert Sienna Estates. See, there's a lot of like desert names out here. Is she in the mountain area? Spirits? This is that line of Pluto that goes out here, in between this area here. Oh, and that Route 79. Because when Taurus is ruling the chart.
Wait, death?
Yeah, her death. Remember how the spirits kept saying 79? So the line of Venus goes all the way out to that Route 79 out here. Right here is Route 79. Right here. And it's near this Baghdad and the foothills and everything. It's out in that area. But the line of Venus does go through there. And Venus can be part of, you know, somebody looking at you as a possession. So I don't know if she, but the lot next door, because spirits kept saying the number 79, but the lot next door, the neighbor's house is on lot 79. So, you know, I don't, that's a tough one, you know. But yes, I do have a planet that goes out to Route 79. So I'm just putting it out there in case someone wants to search, or if anything comes up of it, you know, if we have a cell phone ping out there or something, then we should check it out. But hold on, it sounds like my daughter's crying in the other room, but she's just laughing. But when she laughs, sometimes it sounds like she's crying. I'm always like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" She's like, "Nothing. I'm laughing." Is she wounded? Where is she wounded? Where can we find her? Hennessy? White collar. Where can we find her, spirits? Where is she located? I don't know why that light came on. Whoa, that card went flying. Okay, so again, I get action, like something was lit, some type of action done. I don't know how to turn that light off. Maybe they're telling me that it's charged all the way. Okay. Spirits, can you hear me? I might need to have that plugged in. I think I do. Spirits. They're awful quiet tonight. They're usually so much more talk. Spirits, can you tell us where Nancy is located right now? Can I go south? South down at the bottom? Is she south? Is she west? Is she east? Is she north? Spirits of this map. South this way? Down here, Susie Q? On my line down here, the MC line? Hi, Aggie. How you feeling? Aggie wants to know if she's in a water tower. Spirits, is she in a water tower? Is she in a water tower? Down here on the MC line, we have Little Town. We have Davis, this area here. And that's where that Chapel Avenue is at. Remember how the spirits kept mentioning chapel, and then they said church? So I just put that in there because they are connected to the neighbors.
Heated, rot.
What's rotten? Who's rotten?
Right.
Go right? Over here? Can you... Spirits, can you tell me which way to go? They're telling me to go right. Spirits. Is she on one of these red lines?
It was.
Which way do you want me to go, spirits?
there was.
It's great.
Is she on, have I mapped her out? Is she on one of the red lines of the map? So I got meeting and I got fraud. And he's at like an ATM machine. I also got power supply. Spirits, which way do you want me to go? They kept saying go right. Can you give me a name of a road that she's... Is she near Mount Lebanon? Is she near Mount Lebanon? These are all like... More out, this way, spirits. Is she near Mount Lebanon Highway? Because that's Nancy's asteroid, right here. This line right here is Nancy's asteroid. Is she near... Let's see. Sabino Estates? Sabino Springs? Spirits. I don't know why they're so quiet tonight. Is she in... A garden? It sounded like they said... They said Ramirez, and then they said Garden Ramirez. Garden... They said Ramirez. It's the second time they've given that name. Yes. Is there somebody by the name of Ramirez involved in her disappearance? Yes or no? Walter, why are you guys being so quiet tonight? You were so talkative before we came on. I don't know, they're not really talkative tonight. So is Ramirez someone who might be involved? Can you give me his first name? Or their first name, or her first name? You said there was a female involved. Can you tell me the name of the female that might be involved? You said neighbors. And then you said Trish. Which street? Which road? Well, which road does Trish live on? Is it... Is Ramirez a part of a landscaping company? Has a Ramirez worked on Nancy's property? Is it like Ramirez Construction, Ramirez Landscaping, Ramirez How is Ramirez connected to her case? Is Luke Daly involved? Because why is the line of Pluto going right through his house, which rules other people's money? Is Luke involved? Because he maps out. He shows up on the map. Allegedly. It doesn't mean that he's guilty. I'm just questioning, why does the map him out through Pluto? Pluto is not the best thing to be going through your house if you're a suspect. Is Luke involved? Do they still have Luke's car?
So
Is it Ramirez tree trimming? Aggie's out asking you guys to help, spirits. He's what? I think they said he's... Sounds like they're saying he knows something. I don't know. So Luke knows something. What does Luke know? Allegedly. What does Luke know? Let me do some spill the tea on Luke. All right. Here's spill the tea deck. Let's spill the tea on Luke. Spirits, can you help me spill the tea on Luke? What is the tea on Luke? Who is Luke? What is his intentions? Why is he a suspect? Who is Luke? What is his intentions? Why is he a suspect? Here. Who is Luke? Who is Luke? What is his intentions? Why is he listed as a suspect? Jealousy issues. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. Was Luke jealous? Spirits? Who is Luke? So there's some public exposure and private matters could be exposed. I have a feeling that has to do with the Guthrie family. I do think the Guthrie family has a secret. I just don't know what it is. Because Nancy's showing up in the house of Scorpio. And that could be some hidden family drama. Something hidden. Who is Luke? Or there could be some private matters exposed about Luke. Who is Luke? Who is Luke? Spirits, who is Luke connected to Nancy? How is Luke connected to Nancy? Whoa. Jeez Louise, they go flying. Gossip is spreading. Rumors are spreading quickly. Busted. Remember how the spirits said, that there's another case involved, that the suspect is involved in another case? Well, Luke is involved in another case, guys. There's going to be a confession. Might be like, I'm thinking of crime, because somebody might confess something. Bad influence and a confession. Yeah, Luke has a criminal history, and the last spirit box session that we did, they said that it was going to come out that they were involved in something the last spirit box session that we did. They said that the suspect has a record and is involved in an active case. That's what Walter said last time. So new alliances. So he might have legal support. Just looking through the bottom of the deck. Can you tell me about Luke, spirits? Is he the one you were talking about having a criminal record? Is Luke good or bad? Is Luke good or bad? Your daughter. I just heard my daughter. What about your daughter? Is that Nancy? What about your daughter? You mean Savannah or Annie? So I'm still getting gossip because it keeps coming out. Is family involved? Is the Guthrie family involved?
Yeah.
Yeah? How are they involved? Oh, this is alleged. How are they involved, spirits? How is the Guthrie family involved? Do they have a secret? Money got it? So is Savannah involved? Savannah Guthrie, is she involved? Or Annie Guthrie and her husband, are they involved? I'm going to pull some tarot about the Guthrie family. All right, we're going to do a
National park.
a national part. What does that mean? Is the Guthrie family involved in Nancy's disappearance? Tell me about Nancy Guthrie's family. Tell me about Nancy Guthrie's family. A million what? Tell me about Nancy Guthrie's family. Tell me about Nancy Guthrie's family, please.
Transform.
Transform what?
Maybe that has.
Something about the family has transformed. How has the family they said transformed at the house. What is transformed at the house? Is there something with inheritance? Is that why Nancy's showing up in inheritance and other people's money and family? Tell me about Nancy, please. We'll just do a Celtic, a mini Celtic cross. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Daly's house, Luke Daly, that Pluto is going right through his house, which means other people's money, inheritance, and all that stuff. I don't like that. That's, you know, it's not my job to say that he's guilty or not. It's just, it is weird that his house is going through the line of Pluto. I mean, I'm not happy with that right there. Okay, that makes me very nervous. The line of Pluto goes right through his house. So that makes me nervous. Okay. Is she in a national park? Is she? Did they say yes? Is she in a national park, spirit? B Polo. I keep talking about B Polo, or I think they're saying something in Spanish. Is she in a can you give me the name of the national park if she's in a national park? Sierra. Hiking? Like a hiking park? Is she in a park, a national park? What's the name of it? What's the... Can you guys hear it? Hey, the real Gemini. All right, this card represents Nancy. This card represents the root of the matter. This card represents what's in her subconscious or everyone's subconscious. This is the most recent past. This is the outcome. The bottom of the deck is a disconnect, a disappointment, backed off. As far as her case being solved, I feel like law enforcement has 3 good leads, but they're missing something. They're missing a blessing. They're missing an opportunity because they're so clouded. Spirits, give us a location of where we can find her. That card represents Nancy. This is the root of the matter. This is the most recent past. This is in the subconscious. Everyone's subconscious of the case. And this is the final outcome. The outcome card. I got 2 cards that came out with the I got 3 cards that came out with the outcome. And the bottom of the deck is, again, I got this card. The bottom of the deck is inside. Like being hidden inside something. All right, let's pull these cards over, see what we get. I got this card last time. All right, so let's look at the card. Oh, let's do her challenge. I forgot to do her challenge. What is a challenge to Nancy's case being solved? What is a challenge to Nancy's case being solved? What is the challenge? What is the challenge of Nancy's case being solved? What is the challenge? Okay. So these cards represent Nancy. So we have a younger man.
Rocket tank.
A rocket tank. Or something about a tank.
Yeah.
Is she inside of a tank, spirits? They said tank. And that says inside. Is she inside? Got missing. So this is a wooded area. Page of Wands. That's like somebody who was kind of immature and younger, maybe on the younger side. I would say younger than 30. And they took action and maybe they didn't think it through. They thought they were going to get something more out of this. They thought they were going to get something blossoming out of the top of their wand there. You see, they have their eye on the thing growing out of the top of the wand. And then we got wooded area. What is her challenge card is the devil. So there's some toxicity in this case. There could be toxicity with law enforcement as a challenge. There could be toxicity. There could just be some underlying issues of just some evil shit at play here. That could be with law enforcement. That could be with the suspects. That could be with people who are involved in the case. They have some toxic traits, okay? Some very toxic traits. The root of the matter is that we have a celebrity, which her sister is her daughter is a celebrity. And that somebody felt left out. Somebody felt left out in the cold. Somebody felt like I think somebody in the family felt like they were pushed out of the family. And they were not allowed in that circle anymore. And they were pushed out of all that love that's inside that church. And took advantage. The root of the matter is because of probably Savannah. And knowing that there's money there. So there is some type of, somebody felt left out. Somebody definitely felt left out. In the recent past, I have neighborhood, and then I have a female here, Queen of Swords, that she may have had some sharp words with. Now, I'm curious, did she ever have an issue with a neighbor? Because that's Virgo. Virgo, is of service. Libra can be neighbors too. People that you know. People that you know that you're of service to. Libra and Virgo there. Neighborhood.
Feeling.
And a female that could have some pretty sharp words. A very strong characteristic female that might be sharp. Quick-witted female that might be in the neighborhood. That might have some words. Or we're going to come and... or there's going to be a female that comes forward that might have some words. Okay? A neighbor, a female that might come forward and have some words. And that could have already happened in the past. For the subconscious, what everyone is thinking, there's going to be a message coming out from the family soon. We have family here in the subconscious of this case. I have Leo, I have Scorpio, and I have Sag. So again, I kind of feel like I have a younger man, younger than 30. I have a female. Something involving... There's going to be a message that comes out, and we're going to probably be like, what the fuck? The outcome is there will be justice. So that's good that we have the outcome that justice is upright. I have a marriage. I have a wedding. So I'm curious, was there a wedding or a marriage? Somebody's going to have regret and revenge. So I do feel like with this, someone here... Who's going to come? It's going to come out what? What I just said? We're coming through, it said. Revenge and regret. Who's coming through? Can you tell me who's coming? Who's coming, spirits?
Dividing.
Mi paso. March 3rd. Something's going to happen March 3rd, they just said. Are we going to find out information around March 3rd? Is Nancy going to get justice, spirits? So there is something about the neighborhood, guys, for sure. And plus we have all that Gemini energy. So I would say there is something about the neighborhood. All right, my spirits aren't very talkative tonight, but here is the map. Like I said, I'm not happy with that one suspect going through Pluto, which rules other people's money, secrets, power. It makes me nervous. All right, so CP or CT? What does that mean? It's really starting to snow out there now. We're getting hit with a big snowstorm. It's sticking. It's like we've got a couple inches out there. The Uranian says the answer will shock everyone. And yes, that stellium starts in the 3rd neighborhood square to you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Uranus is square the 3rd. A shocking event in the neighborhood. It's her health and service. You can also have secret enemies here. And Algol is riding Uranus's ass. Algol is evil, guys, and crime. On your natal chart, he gives you he can give you power, but it depends on where he's at. It can mean other things too. We gotta watch Algol. But he does give you a lot of power in your natal chart. Filed action? What does that mean? He also can rule a neck injury. What do you mean filed action, spirits? See my other post. Eerie influence says the answer will shock everyone. And yes, the stellium starts in the 3rd neighborhood square to Uranus. Yes. Tease Louise. Especially with the dissolving influence of Pluto and the Neptune. Yes. Yeah. That's what Saturn and Neptune together is like, breaking down. Well, it's dissolving the family too, because it's in the house of family, but it's also the in the womb and in the tomb. And it's pointing right to DNA and Saturn. Because I have the asteroid DNA right here and Saturn. You can see this mini trine. You see it? Mini T-square thingy. The mini T-square. Spirits, what's going to happen on March 3rd? You said March 3rd.
Now in the next.
Can you give us the name of the person who hurt Nancy? Why is the DNA mixed? Why is the DNA mixed, spirits? Why is her DNA mixed? What is it mixed with? Is it her DNA mixed with his? What's up with the DNA? Why is it mixed? What is the DNA mixed with? Law enforcement said the DNA was mixed. Why? Are we going to get a positive result from the DNA testing? The real Gemini wants to know if it was the guy she talked to yesterday, especially with the dissolving influence of Pluto and Neptune and Saturn. Yes. Thank you, Aggie. The real Gemini wants to know if they planted evidence. The real Gemini wants to know if it's possibly sperm. Is that what it's mixed with? Allegedly. Is the DNA evidence mixed with, or what kind of organic matter is it mixed with? What is the mixture of the organic matter? Is it the perpetrator and Nancy's DNA mixed together? Something about... What is the holdup? What is the holdup with the DNA? Don't stream it? What does that mean? Says Nancy. Yeah, the DNA. Why are they saying that the DNA is mixed? Was she assaulted? Was she assaulted? What is it mixed with? What is it mixed with? They're saying they can't say. Blue-eyed Mama wants to know if they robbed the wrong house. Was she a mistaken victim? Brokenhearted. Well, we know the guy had a gun. I mean, he had a gun. We already saw that on camera. He had a gun. Spirits, what is the issue with the DNA? Why are they saying that it's mixed? You have to say pew pew. Yeah, they kind of said that already. And they also said that something in a waste paper basket. Something was thrown away in the trash. Okay, something was thrown away in the trash, they said. Something in the trash was found. Is that where the DNA was found, in trash? Why were the kidnappers in the house for so long? What were they doing? Why were they in there for so long? Why were the kidnappers in Nancy's house for so long? What did they do? Or what did he do? Did they take Nancy's jewelry? The real Gemini wants to know, did they take her jewelry? Susie Q says the DNA is always mixed. They kind of hinted around brokenhearted that they did. That there was a weapon used. They also said concussion. What were they doing inside the house for so long, spirits? What did they do while they were in there? Were they looking for jewels? Were they looking for something? What were they looking for, spirits? Did they take something? Was something missing? A plastic trunk. Nancy had it. What was in the plastic trunk? Nancy had something there that they wanted. They just said it was in a plastic trunk. What was in the plastic trunk, spirits? What was in the plastic trunk, spirits? Were there jewels in the plastic trunk? Plastic, like a plastic Tupperware type of thing, like a, excuse me, like a bin. Sorry, I'm drinking soda. Was it like a bin? Is it the real Gemini wants to know, is it the same people that stole the gold? I don't know. They said a plastic bin. They said they were looking. I asked them what were they looking for. They said she had a plastic bin. Did she have jewels in the bin?
And I said,
they have it, they said, or he has it. He has it. So he has this plastic tote bin? Is it like a plastic tote? Can you tell us what was in it? No. I said, what were you looking for? They said they were looking for a plastic bin in the house. That's what I heard. I don't know. Was Nancy's house targeted, or was it a mistake? Did they enter the wrong house? Did they mean to... Excuse me. Excuse me. Did they mean to rob the neighbor's house that had all the jewels? And they hit the wrong house? Or were they specifically after Nancy? Were they specifically after Nancy, or was it a mistaken identity, mistaken house, mistaken robbery, a robbery gone wrong, wrong place, mistaken identity? All right, I can't get them to talk much tonight, guys. We're going to head out. Now, see, now they're talking. Something about money. What? Was there money in the plastic tote? They wanted money. So then Nancy, so they did want Nancy. They knew they were going after... They knew they were going after Nancy. They were trying to get the most of what? What were they trying to get the most of, spirits? Interested in this little water areas in here. Because she could be next to water with that Neptune at the end of the matter. Golf course. It looks like a golf course or something. Spirits. Did they put Nancy in a plastic bin? Allegedly? Spirits, can you tell me which national park? Is she in a national park? Is she in a national park, spirits? Spirits, is she in a national park? I don't know, I feel like they just keep going in and out. Like, I can't get them to, like, talk, like how they usually talk. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to head out, guys. Spirits, is there anything that we can say before we go? Any information that you can give us?
Indian.
Indian? We're going to go, but you guys aren't talking. So can you tell me? You're not talking. You're not answering our questions. Can you... Is there a message that Nancy wants to give her family? Is there a message?
Spatial.
Is there anything else that you want to say before we go? You said Indian. Is she on an Indian reservation? Spirits. I don't know what's going on with them tonight, guys. Walter's like not even here. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Just talking to the spirits and hanging out with my YouTube friends. Don't you love it when your family comes in? They're like, "What are you doing? Do you really want to know? I mean, what does it look like I'm doing?" I tried to refresh it. I keep refreshing it. It's not working. My family thinks I'm crazy. I don't know what's going on with it. Spirits, do I need to refresh? Usually Walter will be like, you have to refresh. Usually Walter tells me to refresh. Where is Walter? How come he's not here tonight? I hope Walter doesn't leave me. Yeah, I'm going to go. Did you hear my family? They're like, what are you doing? What's it look like? Oh, just my normal, usual stuff, you know. Talking to spirits, mapping out people that are missing, pulling a bunch of tarot cards, looking up body parts, and probably some of the worst asteroids. I pulled up like the worst asteroids for elderly abuse, you know, that you could possibly have. I mean, this asteroid right here means elderly, you know. There's Walter. Walter, where the heck have you been? We miss you. Yeah, but how come you guys aren't talking tonight? We miss you. That elderly abuse one is at the end of the matter, right here. Well, it's like, excuse me, guys. I keep like burping because I'm drinking soda. But right here, it's like really close to the MC line, or the IC line. With her north node, with Persephone. So Persephone, Pisces, Nessus, which is an attack, DNA at the end of the matter, Persephone, north node, and this number right here, that asteroid right there, means elderly abuse. It's next to, is that Pallas? Next to Pallas, Athena, Mercury. Elderly abuse. That's what that asteroid means. In the neighborhood, in the local community, in the local area, neighbors, a secret enemy. Yeah, it's not good. Plus, Jupiter is square Chiron. Jupiter is square Chiron.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
you're gonna have to eat these because I'm gonna eat them all.
I'm so full.
Come on, they're so good.
I know.
Eat them all.
Have you guys ever had mochi? Have you ever had mochi? Oh my God, these things are so good.
They're so yummy.
Or it's like these little mochi ice cream balls. I can't eat them because I'm drinking soda and I'm burping, and now I'm gonna have eat ice cream too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's called mochi. Oh my God, it's so good. It's like crack. I don't know. It's like ice cream crack. It's the best. They're so good. Mochi is like our favorite ice cream snack. They're really good. We like the strawberry and mango. All right. I'm going to go because, like, I don't know what to do. They're not really talking tonight. See, right when I say I'm going to go, then they say something. Dang it. All right. Well, we've been on a while. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks for helping me stay focused and staying on topic with Nancy. I think that's what's best. We'll come on and do personal readings soon. I'm going to be snowed in probably for the next 2 days. So It's snowing outside right now, pretty bad. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right? God bless. Good night, everyone. Blessed be.